How you doing, Alexis the First?
Hi.
I understand today's Haitian Flag Day, and I see you with the bandana and you're all in black. What's the what that represent?
Well, the bandana, of course, is to celebrate Haitian Flag Day. You know, Haitian Flag Day is equivalent to Independence Day for us. This is the day when Haitians, a small group of slaves, are able to gather up, unite, and come together to fend off one of the biggest army, one of the biggest navy in the world. So that is a history that we should be very proud of and we should celebrate. But history is just that. You know, it's a story. It's something that happened in the past. The black is because today for me, it's also a day of mourning. Of mourning what we used to have, our independence. I feel like we no longer have that. And so therefore, while I can be happy and celebrate the past, I cannot be happy and celebrate the future, well, the present. Because the future, I guarantee you, will be different.
And also, when you say Alexis the First, I understand it's a revolution. What's the difference between revolution and evolution?
Well, Alexis the First is an evolution. Okay, people would want a more distinctive meaning. It's a movement, yes, it's a movement, but it's an evolution. What is evolution? Evolution is change over time. Evolution in science means that, you know, we cannot control it. It happens with or without your consent. It just happens. Change happens every day. But whenever an individual brings up the idea of change, or they even mention the word change, people are taken aback. But we change every single day, whether our weight, our height, the way we look, our cars, we change. We do what we change. Alexis the First is an evolution. It's a changing of the Haitian mindset. It's a changing from the negative to the positive. It's a changing from putting monetary above the love and putting the love above the monetary. We'll put God first, we put love second, and we put our people third. The people that can do this, I call them the Alexians, if you must.
And also, when you say love, do you feel like that's what Haiti's lacking?
I would say that there's a lot of love in Haiti because Haiti's people, as a whole, we love hard and we love each other. What I do feel is that a lot of the leaders that try to help the country move forward, you know, they come from a logical perspective. But we are a third world country. We have third world problems. These problems are not unique to us. You know, a lot of other countries have the same problems too. You know, we have corruption, you know, and so on and so forth. But it's not distinctive to us. But what I do believe is that love is the one ingredient that is missing from all of the parts that people try to play. You know, if you want to bring some kind of change, if you want to help the country, even though you know you come with a political mindset, whether you come with a monetary, financial mindset, don't forget the love. Because without it, it doesn't work. And this is why I feel like we haven't been successful in the past.
And then also, I've been hearing the rumors about fathers with Trump sending a possible invasion to bomb the notorious gangs in Haiti. Like,
I have heard a similar rumor, and I'm not sure about about any of this, but I will say this. You know, these gangs. I don't understand why a foreign country would come into another country and either invade or bomb their gangs. That's like a Haitian problem. This is a Haiti and a Haitian problem. If any country really wanted to help Haiti, I think what would be most beneficial would be to give us our own standing army, would be to help equip our police forces, would be to allow the citizens to be able to have access to voting and being able to people in power to actually defend their rights. But in terms of invading a country to kill Haitians, coming into Haiti to kill Haitians by the US, I mean, if that were the other way around, if Haiti were to bring helicopters or drones and to fly them into the US and bomb some drugs people or some gangs, I think they would see that as an act of war. So I don't see why it should be any different when it's the reversed.
And also, do you feel that winning the independence, 1804, do you feel that have a lot to do with Haiti being where we at right now?
It absolutely does. It absolutely does, and that's just not my thinking, because we have to think back. Let's think back to 1804. You know, 1804, you have some slaves and some colonizers. These slaves knew nothing but to be slaves. Just do as they were told. They were able to come together and unite and fight off this very big country. So now they're now empowered. They now have to do for themselves. They were young. They were naive. They were like children. They had never had this before. So, as you can imagine, if you have a bunch of kids just around playing around each other or playing with each other, sometimes adults come in and try to help and not necessarily really help. So I can see a lot of outside forces coming in and saying, let's do trade together, let's cooperate, let's build diplomacy, and then, affecting the country, by, putting in their own agenda. So therefore, we didn't have any guidance. We didn't have any real help. We didn't have real aid. What we had were people bring other countries or other colonizers bring on their own ideals and bring on their own interests. And that caused us right now to be to where we are. Because at no point I felt after that independence, we're really allowed to be independent.
How is Alexis the First going to change the way people think?
It starts with you and I. Change starts so small sometimes. There was a song I heard of that said, it only takes a spark to get a fire going. But all movements, all change starts very simply. It's just some people, few groups, putting their heads together, minds together, and went to something different. And I, Alexis the First, am the only of my kind. Why I say that is because I put the love above the money. I put God first, I put love second, and my people third. And when you can do that, I will call you an Alexian. But until then, I know of only one person that brings this evolution, and that is me. I do not come for the votes. I do not come for the money. I come only for the love. And as childish, as simple as it might seem, all I want to do is say to every Haitian, to you, I love you. And to Haiti, Mother's Day just passed, and she is our mother. And I've missed a lot of Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to my mother. I love you.
Alexis the First. So the first step you're planning on taking is to get people to love again. Get people to understand that us Haitians, we put in a lot of work to be where we at right now. And far as with Haiti being where it's at right now, I know you said you're not worrying about the money. You're just worrying about getting people to understand, because years that went by, we knew how to hate. Yeah. We knew how to hate each other. But now your plan is to change the way we think, change the mindset, the thoughts, make them love each other more than hate.
I think Haitians have always loved each other. It's just that they say they hate each other too much. They use a lot of negative connotations because, whenever back in the days, I don't know if it's still done today, whenever you go to someone's home, the first thing they would ask you is, "Est-ce que vous mangez?" And that was kind of way of saying I love you. Yeah. And another thing too, they always say, "Petit numéro, oui." Because Haitians, we do love each other. We do. But we don't know how to manifest it in a bigger way. Yeah. A one-on-one, we can sit together and we can collaborate, we can be friends, we can love each other, we can have, conversations and so on and so forth. But on a bigger level, we tend to clash. And I think it's because of our independence. Yeah. Because we are very independent. We do things on our own. Yeah. But I think the time is now, if ever before, Flag Day, let's unite just like those few slaves did. Let's unite and imagine if we fought off the biggest, one of the largest armies in the world, one of the largest navies in the world, 1804. In 2025, this should be a piece of cake. Yeah. And we did that with love then, and we can do it with love now.
So everybody out here, Alexis the First, make sure y'all keep that in mind. And every time you wake up, you look at a Haitian flag, put it in your mind that Alexis the First is coming. She's coming, be aware of it. And everyone just got to live off of love. Love is what's going to open the door for Haiti to change and change the mindset. Alexis the First.
Thank you.
You have a good day.